Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Who Booked This. We have a guest today, fresh from his appearances in such internet sensations as the trial of Faye Jackson, and also basically, up and coming wrestler, up and coming wrestler, Trinidadian based in Canada, and. Thank you, Nextlander, there for the follow. Please welcome the Culture King, Sway Archer.
Thank you for having me. Also, as per, I don't remember which writer it is, I'm so sorry, but as per Fightful, quote, independent wrestling standout, Sway Archer. I don't know what I did to deserve that, but I got it nonetheless.
Maybe it's just because you're really tall.
It might be, because if you put me in a lineup of indie guys, I look like a basketball player.
Yeah, and I've said this on the stream before, I'm like 6'1", and I'm taller than most independent wrestlers that I've met. So, I think there's maybe like 3 independent or then independent wrestlers I've met that were noticeably taller than me. And one of them was Drew McIntyre, and that man's just a tree of a human. So
yeah, like when you talk about giants, he's definitely up there. He like one of the only people I've stood beside that makes me feel small, outside of WWE performers.
Yeah, basically, I think it's like him, Chris Hero, Big Demo, Killian Dane, and Joe Hendry were the only ones.
Is Joe Hendry? I have seen Joe Hendry, but
he's like 6'2" or 6'3", but he's
okay. So I've never seen him like besides somebody where I know how tall they are. Like I've only ever seen him alone.
Right. Yeah. He's a big, like he's deceptively big.
Jeez.
And like not just tall, but like extremely well built as well. But yes, we are going to book a show with Sway Archer. Bring the game up. Now you've had a look at our own roster. You recognised most of the names.
Yeah, I'm not as familiar with some of the some of the less popular Japanese promotions. I a lot of the people that I know on the indies, I know because of Twitter. Like I'm not the type of person where I have an IWTV subscription and I spend all my time scrolling through there and watching these matches. I tend to find a lot of my stuff through Twitter. So like I was saying before, I know a lot of UK wrestlers solely through Lucia Lee and Wesker because I follow them on Twitter and I see them retweet stuff and show who they're facing and stuff like that. Obviously the Canadian people I know because I am Canadian. And then the American people, I learn gradually through the American people I follow on Twitter.
So, with that in mind, besides our own roster, who would you like on this show?
Just like complete. Let me think here. If we can get Ishimori, I'll take Ishimori.
That is a good shout.
Taiji Ishimori is one of my favorite like Japanese wrestlers ever. There's just something about him. Like tiny fireball of a human.
Oh, well, we got him.
Good. Wait, do they have Danielson listed under New Japan?
Yeah, they signed him.
Do they know something we don't?
Yeah. No, that's nothing. Like Gattle Move, Choco Pro, they signed John Cena and Ultimo Dragon. So
nice. John Cena and Choco Pro is like up there for me. I want to see it.
I said at the time, like when Danielson left WWE, that obviously he wanted to go away and dad stuff, which completely understandable. Take as much time as you want, but like if he came back to wrestling, I wanted to see him in Choco Pro.
I want to see Maki Ito versus John Cena.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
That's big for me. Ted Ishimori, nice.
Yeah, Drew called him that in a promo once, like way back when. It was Irish whip wrestling, Irish company, Drew was like the big heel there, and they managed to get a very young Taiji Ishimori in.
Oh yeah.
And like Drew doing the promo, and I'm like, now you're sending your guy, Tajiri Ishimori. Man, can't you have an easier name like Ted? Something I can pronounce. So because of that, he's just known on the stream as Ted Ishimori now.
That's wicked. I'm down for that. Also, crap, what's the name? I will take I guess he's on there now as Rohan Raja. Do they have him in here under WWE like NXT UK? Or would he still be as Gursinder Singh?
I know I've got him in the game, but I'm trying to think, where is he?
NXT UK would be my first thought.
See, I think most of the NXT UK people are just put under independence, because since they're still trying to basically not to overstack the WWE roster in it.
Oh yeah, because it would get so convoluted. You're literally putting NXT UK has enough people for its own company. So yeah, that makes sense. I'm trying to think, because like, there's people that I wish, how do I put this lightly, still had careers. Like I know there was a guy from my school who got signed to WWE, and then like did some promo photo shoots with Chelsea Green and Ashanti the Adonis, and then he never got on TV. And they like, as soon as the pandemic hit, they released him. I'm like, oh, that's gotta suck. Do they have like older people in here?
Yep.
Can we get Yuki Ishikawa in here?
Oh, right.
Ishikawa trained me, so I am incredibly partial.
Oh yeah, like, I mean, this is how it goes. Like, most people just like sign their friends. So
yeah. I like, in terms of signing like friends, like local people, you know, Josh Alexander, Aiden Prince, Ethan Page. Ethan Page would be under AEW. Josh Alexander would be under Impact. Aiden Prince might not be in it.
I don't think Aiden Prince is in. No.
Who else? They got Funny Bone on here.
I don't think so, actually.
Damn, they gotta get Funny Bone on here.
It's weirdly hit and miss with the independents.
Funny Bone. The reason I say Funny Bone is just because like some people on here, you kind of have to know them, or you have to know their attire, right? Funny Bone, super identifiable, solely off of face paint and size.
Yeah,
that dude's huge.
I'm not seeing Yuki Ishikawa because I know he's in the game.
I will take both of the Dariuses, Darius Lockhart and Darius Carter.
All right. So you've got Lockhart. Oh, you got both of them. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Right.
I'm trying to think of more names. Yes, Funny Bone is the spookiest person on OnlyFans. Wait, hold up. There's two iterations of Booker T.
Right. So one of them is like Harlem Heat Booker T, and like main eventer Booker T.
Ah, okay. Man, we gotta get Black Snow in this game. I'll take Black G's. That was one of the first people that I ever knew was like actually American. He used to wrestle up here a ton, like at Smash and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, he's a Canadian guy. No, he's not. I had heard of Black G's years before.
So, like, I mean, you said earlier you were Canadian. So, like, is it like Trinidadian lineage then, or?
Yeah. So my dad's a first generation immigrant from Trinidad. My mom was born here, but my grandmother was born in Scotland. So that's my sort of mix.
And like the funny thing is here, like I mean, I don't know how much you follow football or soccer.
A little bit, yeah.
Like, with the 1 year that Trinidad and Tobago made it to the World Cup.
Oh yeah, where man, that was the only time that I really cared. And I spent a long time looking for a high step jersey for the keeper. I spent a long time looking for a high step jersey. I could not find one.
Because like basically most people in Scotland were cheering them on as well because of the amount of their players that had at some point played for a team here.
Oh really?
Yeah, Russell Latapi. He's like a legend at my local team.
Nice. Oh, RJ City. I know he's got to be in here.
RJ City is in the game, yes.
RJ City is one of my favorite people. Like, aside from wrestlers, favorite people. That dude got me on YTV in Canada, which is, for any Americans, it's our equivalent of Nickelodeon.
Yeah. Ah. Yeah, like, I mean, how can you not love RJ City?
RJ is the best wrestler that doesn't wrestle.
That's a great way of putting him.
Everybody's like, Sway, we have never seen you wrestle. I'm like, yep, that's the plan. Just get famous off that. There we go. Holy shit, he's expensive.
Oh yeah, the economy in this game is fucked.
Did they fucking merit it off of Twitter followers? Like, goddamn. O'Shea Edwards I'll take as well. O'Shea,
Well, O'Shea's on a roster anyway.
Oh, he is good. I was like, I'm currently fixing O'Shea's singlets.
On the current leaderboard, because the old leaderboard, as I mentioned earlier, not a thing anymore. The old leaderboard was the one Faye Jackson was top of. The current leaderboard, O'Shea Edwards is at the top of it.
How do you get to the top of it?
So the game rates each match in percent.
Okay.
Based on what you would expect, like how back and forth it is, how, near falls, big moves, that kind of thing. And at the end of the show, it'll give you like a show average.
Oh, okay. So yeah, if you book the best show.
I cannot tell you how mad Shug was that Faye beat him.
Listen, Shug took another L last night, so if I can beat Shug tonight, then it's even better. You should get a consistent take on it. Fuck, who was I thinking? I just said O'Shea. Garnet's in it? Give me Garnet. Give me Garnet.
I made Garnet.
I love that. Oh man, I will also take Ricky Starks.
Oh, that's a good show.
We are not taking Goldberg. I just saw Goldberg in there. Goldberg will stay as a free agent as long as I live.
I mean, you could have hit him against Big E. So.
Listen, my dream is for Goldberg to beat Bobby Lashley through shenanigans and then have Big E cash in immediately.
I'm just imagining the celebration of that. And
he gets his big meaty men slapping meat. He gets his championship. And
he gets his 5-minute match with Goldberg.
Yeah,
just like he wanted.
5 minutes, nothing but finishers. It's a Goldberg match in these days and ages. Stu Grayson and Evil Uno, more local people.
Both very popular picks on these streams, by the way.
Well, they're fantastic. There's just so much that's right about them. There's a big price discrepancy between those two. Jesus Christ.
I don't know why. I mean, like, obviously, like most of these I didn't make, and I guess like you can see like the little popularity rating for like each region.
Oh yeah.
And it's based off that, but the default starting point of that is just kind of arbitrarily based on whoever's made them, basically.
Also, shout out to Roberto Suerta. Katamari Damacy is fantastic. Great art direction in that game. Love it very much.
I keep meaning to get round to playing that. Because I missed out on it the first time round, and I finally picked it up on Steam, and I've still not got around to playing it.
I was going to say, what was the first time around? Like 6-7 years ago? It got a lot of press at one point, and then you didn't hear a damn thing about it.
Funnily enough, the thing that inspired me to buy it was watching Shug stream it a while back.
Mm-hmm. Is he playing it on there?
Yeah, like, I mean, he's not streamed in a little while, but yeah, he was streaming Katamari Damacy.
Nice. Is okay, so hold up. Now in the free agents for North America, I want to kind of have a scroll through there. I want to see how many Canadians are actually on there.
There's a decent amount, actually.
Because, like, the people that I think of, like, I hope they'd be on there, but I'm not quite sure. Like, people like Tarek, like, I don't know if, I don't think Gabriel Fuerza would be on there. No, probably not.
And I don't think I've got either of those in the game. So, because, like, even if they don't show up here, I'll probably know if they're in the game.
You got Space Monkey on there?
Yep.
Yes!
And as far as off the top of my head, the only Canadians on our roster are like yourself, Speedball, and Rush.
Okay, I saw Addy Star, but I don't know Addy Star personally.
Right.
There's so many though that it's like I know them personally, and they're fantastic. That's my issue with like Canadian sort of expansion is we don't get on IWTV, we don't really get on Fight, so it's like we don't get broader exposure to a larger fan base, and a lot of people just suck at promoting themselves on like Twitter.
I noticed that, like, when I had Speedball on, he one of the because he gave me a few names to like make sure we're in the game before we started.
Yeah,
and one of the ones was Tabernacle Team.
Yeah, Tabernacle Team, yeah.
Who I wasn't really familiar with. And I looked them up after after Speedball put them over, and I was like, hey, they're really, really good.
Yeah, also, yeah, I think C4 is on IWTV, but C4 is also, it's how do I put, it's a close enough drive that you can make it, but it's a distance that, like, a lot of people that you get don't exactly have the ability to wrestle there consistently, because like most of us are in Toronto. Ottawa's 5 hours away, and like there's 10 different promotions in Toronto that book people like Tarek and like Gabriel Fuerza and Von Vertigo, Brent Banks, like so many of those guys who are fantastic, and they just don't get like widespread notoriety. Oh, even like if you were to expand to the Maritimes, Marcus Burke isn't on here, and Marcus Burke is awesome. Like just good old-fashioned heel work, really good at it. Love that dude.
Just double checking to see if he's maybe not one of the ones who've not got unlocked, but it doesn't ring. Nah, he's not there, unfortunately.
Do we have 2.0? Good. Give me Big Magic.
Right.
The man, Big Magic.
I'm trying to.
Oh shit! Hold up. Before you do that, Monty Brown. I'm so taking Monty Brown. Monty Brown.
Oh, I said no.
What? Monty Brown rejected me. That's depressing. Monty Brown could have costed $1 million. I'd throw money at that man.
Well, he's maybe he's just like content roaming the Serengeti or.
He was happily retired.
Right. Trying to like what names 2.0 are going to be under here.
Oh, yeah, because it's not under.
Because I did change the names recently when they got released.
Yeah, because it was Chase Parker, I think, and yeah, Chase Parker. Was it? I don't quite remember. Yeah, Monty didn't.
Oh, wait a minute. I know why I'm not seeing them. Give me a second. Oh. Right, it's because of the weird order. So like I've got like a drop down list here where I can forcibly unlock people, but the way it's set out is strange.
Huh.
So like you'll have like because I know they're in it because I'm pretty sure because Mike Roach booked them.
Yeah, I'd be surprised. Like,
Yeah,
if
because
they-
there's Shane Matthews.
Okay.
And the other one will be under... That, Jeff Parker, that'll be it, aye.
Okay. Oh wait, no, there's no Jeff Parker. What?
Wait a minute. This is weird. Give me a
This
second.
this game is trying to fuck on me.
It'll do that. Right.
Yeah, Matt
Good.
Martell. Yeah, that was the other name that I was going to think of. They've gone by so many names in like a 4 year.
Parker, it'll be.
Scott Parker, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go.
There you go, you got it.
There we go. They didn't
After
reject
all
me.
that palaver.
The Canadians aren't allowed to reject me.
Maybe that's why the only one so far was like Monty Brown.
Yeah, yeah. He's just content being retired and doing every now and again a little toss up vignette teasing us for no reason. Oh, put Ophidian in there because Ophidian is one of the main reasons I currently make wrestling gear.
Ah. Well, he's in.
Yeah, Ophidian's got a Discord for wrestling gear makers that's just like, it's fantastic. The resources that are in there and the people that you can talk to. I can't put Tyson Dukes on there. Just-
Fair.
It in good conscience can't do it because, you know, some of these wrestlers have wives.
Hmm.
I was gonna say, I was like, wait a second, where's so and then I remember that this is free agents.
Who were you looking for?
I was looking for Sonny Kiss.
Oh yeah, we can get Sonny Kiss.
Does Yujiro come with his valet?
He does not.
Tragic.
You want him anyway?
Ah, yeah. Yeah, give me Yujiro anyway. Give me the Tokyo Pimp anyway.
There we go, got him. With the companies, because, like, I've set it so that we have pretty much a good relationship with all of them, so chances are anyone from the companies will say yes.
We'll say yes. Okay. WWE.
9 out of
I
10
will take-
times, people from the companies will say yes. You'll
I
get
will
the
take my-
occasional no, but...
I will take my 2 people from WWE.
Hmm?
The first one, and I pray to God, whichever name it's under, Carmelo Hayes.
No, his was...
I was like, would he be under Christian Casanova or?
Yes, he would.
Okay, beautiful.
And he said no,
Damn it! Damn it! How
which
dare
means
you.
probably the rest will say yes.
Okay, then my second pick from WWE is Walter.
Oh, Walter might be a free agent because of NXT UK.
Oh yeah, free agent Europe, yeah.
Yep, there he is.
Walter is my favorite final boss of wrestling.
And he said no.
What in the world, Walter? Okay, give me Tommy End. If Tommy End says no, it's gonna break my heart.
Tommy said yes.
$800? That's it?
Seemingly.
What?
As I said, the economy in this game is weird.
This makes no. Also, why is Sahara a Europe free agent?
Because I've got her build that's been from Egypt, and that's not covered by one of the things, so it just threw her in randomly, seemingly.
Closest in proximity. I'll take Sahara. I'll take Sahara. You gotta start
She
building
said no.
out- God damn it, Sahara!
I
thought we
made
were
you in the
friends.
game, you ingrate.
I thought we were friends. Okay, I want to try and bulk out a women's roster here. Let's
Okay.
get Mickey James. That is a must-have. Mickey James
No,
once told me
she's-
that she liked my suit, and I've been holding on to that I've been holding on. I think she's free agent in North America. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been holding on to that compliment my entire the past 2.5 years.
I would as well, to be fair. Ah!
Damn it! My heart, it breaks consistently. Oh man.
I got to see her wrestle live twice, and now this happens.
And now this, just pain, consistent. God, alley catch.
It was good opponents for her as well, incidentally.
Right.
Once was against Victoria, the other was against Kaylee Ray.
Oh, that's nice. I like that. Okay. We got alley catch.
Mm-hmm.
We got Erica Lee.
Erica Lee is in the game.
Fantastic.
Our good boy Henry made Erica in the game. And she's in.
Good. People need to stop saying no to my money.
Yeah, this is I've talked about this before with people, but like I get it. They're trying to add some semblance of difficulty to the game.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, 9 out of 10 wrestlers are in this save. We are the biggest company in Europe, and we're offering people a payday, and they're like, you know what? Nah, you're okay.
You're offering them a payday, and presumably a visa in a country with free healthcare. Giselle Shaw.
Who I had to. No one had made Giselle, so I had to make her myself. She's in. Yep. That's what I mean about how it's weirdly hit and miss with who's.
Canadians will not say no to me.
Yeah,
who else we got here? I'll take crap. Why am I blanking? Frankie Monet.
Who will be under. No, I can't remember if she. Yeah, because I forgot to put her. That was it. I forgot to put her on the WWE roster. So.
Got you. Jesus, expensive,
but worth it.
Worth
Plus, our company in the game is loaded anyway, so that's cool.
Trying to think of building my magnum opus of wrestling promotions. Where's Maki Ito?
Maki Ito will be under.
I want Maki Ito.
Oh wait, no! I think they released her in the game.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
I want Maki Ito to be my my Santino, where if she does get a legitimate title opportunity, people will still cheer her. Also, hold on. Can we scroll to the very bottom of Free Agent Japan? Damn it! I'll take Tajiri, though.
Yeah, I'm getting confused by not seeing Ishikawa in the game, because I know I've got him in the game and I can't find him on that bloody list.
That's what I'm saying. This guy fought Rampage Jackson. Give us something.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I know what it might be.
Oh?
Give me 1 second.
Okay. I will, in the meantime, try and compile more.
I think he might be under the MMA bit, and I didn't add people from the MMA bit into the save.
Oh, he might be.
Because I've got a separate MMA bit with people from Pride and Pancras and stuff like that. So
would that also be where someone like Sakuraba is?
No, Sakuraba, I think I had him as part of the All Japan roster because he was part of a stable there not that long ago.
I was gonna say, I don't think Ishikawa really wrestled in a lot of those the sort of what's the term? Like the big Japanese promotions. He was he did battle arts in that, but it was less consistently in a New Japan or an All Japan or a Noah or stuff like that.
No, he must already be in. Why am I not seeing him? Where the hell is he on this list?
Yes, Tiger's Mask, by the way, or Razor Jim is it's basically a Cerberus version of Tiger Mask. It's just like 6 people.
Oh, I found him.
Oh, you found him?
Mm-hmm.
What's he under?
He'll be under Free Agents Japan. I was just looking in the wrong bit.
Oh, what? Oh, there he is. Fantastic. It's young Yuki too. Awesome.
And he doesn't want.
My own coach rejects me. Wow. All right, back to building up the women's roster.
Okay.
I will take Yuka Sakazaki because
Do I have her under AEW or?
if I can't have that theme song, what's the point anymore, right?
That's very, very true.
Expensive as hell. Jesus.
It's okay.
Also, the screen's up.
I always do that. I always forget to fix that.
I was just thinking, I'm watching the chat, but I'm so in.
We've got Yuka.
Okay, fantastic. Let's see what else we got here. Do we have like legends, like old WWE women's wrestlers?
We've got some of them.
Okay. What do we have by way of like an Ivory?
It should have an Ivory. Yep, got Ivory.
Wicked. I'll take Ivory. And then let's do. They got Caitlyn in this game?
Think so.
I had the.
I'm sure I've got. I might have to unlock her, but I'm sure I've got.
I had an absurd crush on Caitlyn. Like, I literally, Mickie James has always been my number one, but when Caitlyn came to the WWE, I was like, damn, this woman is beautiful.
I mean, you're not wrong. Give me a second. Like, the order that they're in this drop-down list is weird. So you've got, it's like, all of the free agents, which were the first I added, are like all their alphabetical order.
Yeah.
But then they start going in blocks of like who I added when.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Like say like Attitude Era WWF people are together, or like WCW people are together, ECW people are together, but and like they're in alphabetical order within those segments.
Well, while you're in there, if she's made, if we could get Cherry in there with the roller skates.
I know I don't have Cherry.
Okay. Fair enough.
So like my old school WWF stuff or WWE stuff is that I've got like a classic section which sort of encompasses, you know, like Hulkamania era, into sort of early new generation stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got like an Attitude Era stuff, and then I've got another one that's just kind of random. Like getting people as I think of them, basically.
Yeah, because she's like a post-Ruthless Aggression, which is not exactly super easy to get everybody from. Especially since that era, there were people that were literally there for like a year.
Right. Caitlyn is unlocked.
Wicked.
Doesn't want to work.
Damn it! Everybody enjoys breaking my heart today. Okay, this roster should be extensive enough, especially with the people we've already got.
Anyone else before we go in and start booking?
Off
the top of your head?
Do they have Camille?
Yes.
I was gonna say, is NWA their own thing here?
I do have an NWA roster, but like the promoter mode only for like 16 promotions.
Oh, okay, makes
sense. So like anyone NWA just went into the free agents bit.
What was her name before?
Would
it be under that?
I don't know, because I wasn't actually familiar with her pre-Camille.
I've
got her though. Like, I know for a fact I've got.
Oh, she was under Camilla Kane. That's what it used to be. Yeah, Camille Brickhouse. There we go.
Doesn't want to worse.
Not a pain.
She's
There's
been
so
on
much-
AEW TV making Layla Hirsch look even smaller than she already is, and now she's too big for us.
No, she's too big for any of us. All right, let's get into it.
All right.
Let's start the bookings and the signings. Well, the signings are done. Now it's time for the booking.
Okay, so just like a night of regular matches, and so you can have up to 10 matches,
Okay.
and they're all like, unfortunately, no triple threats or that, but it's all like 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, or 4-on-4.
Okay, so we're booking traditionals and tags, basically.
Yeah, because like there's no way of making them all like making multi-man ones without having them all be multi-man ones. It's weird the way it works.
That's weird, yeah. That's definitely weird.
Because like like the deathmatch ones I get because it's got the whole ring set up with like the barbed wire on the outside and all the rest of it. But yeah, it's a strange game.
So I'm very big into a traditionalist style of booking. So we'll start off with the singles, and you gotta start off with like an absolute barn burner. You have to have people who are going to, for lack of a better term, sprint around the ring. So we're gonna start off with Speedball Mike Bailey. And we're gonna put Mike Bailey. Let me see who else we have.
So, again, this is just our own roster here.
Yeah.
Like Brent Carter, I know you definitely won't know because like he technically hasn't even debuted yet. So
Oh, geez.
yeah, he's a real life friend of mine. So and was supposed to debut like May last year, but obviously pandemic and stuff, so it still hasn't happened yet, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's put a delay on a lot of people's shit. Crap! I literally was just like, I should have booked Darby because Darby would have been great to put him in Speedball. And can we still pull free agents or no?
We can go back, yeah.
Oh wait, no. Here's what I was looking for: my free agent North America list. That's what I was looking for. Let's do Space Monkey. Let's just do a good old Canadian match to start. Two very fast Canadian talents.
Right. I'm going to quickly something for Space Monkey because I just noticed he's listed as King Road, and that is not right.
Kings Road?
Yeah.
Space Monkey?
Oh yeah, like as I said, like it depends on who's made them and how they've set it up and everything. But you get some weird ones like that sometimes. Like Showman for Space Monkey, I would have accepted, but like King's Road, no.
Yeah, like because Showman kind of makes sense, very character based.
Like at one point, it had Grado listed as strong style. So
listen, Grado throws a mean forearm. So not entirely inaccurate. Second match, let's do a tag match. And on this, we're gonna do 2.0. We're gonna do Scott Parker. This is gonna be a mess. Scott Parker and Shane Matthews.
versus
We're gonna put them up against the Dariuses.
See, I was expecting the Dark Order, like because that would be the obvious one, right? So
We can't go too Canadian. We'll put them up against the Dariuses. Third match, I like a good old fashioned character match. We're gonna do RJ City versus Sunny Kiss.
Oh, Why has nobody booked that yet?
Because they don't know them like I do. They haven't been to Greektown Wrestling in Toronto. They don't know these things. Fourth match, we're gonna do. No, I can't do another tag match yet. We got to do another singles first.
Okay.
How many matches are on the card total?
You can have a maximum of 10.
Okay, we're doing 7. So this is the 4th.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the pre-intermission main. We're doing Tommy End versus Taiji Ishimori.
Oh, God damn.
This is my fantasy booking. So, 5th match now will be post intermission. Big 8-man tag match. Now, other than me, we've got Faye, right, for Creep Squad?
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, the only members of Creep Squad we have are you and Faye.
Fantastic. So it will be me and Faye, Ricky Starks, because let's be real, he should be anyway,
Mm-hmm.
and Yujiro, because Yujiro is like peak Creep Squad.
Yeah, he's like Creep Squad Japan.
Exactly, right? It's an international faction. And we're going to put them up against...
I think I know where this is going.
the Dark Order.
Oh, I don't know where this is going.
They're wholesome. Shug. And because I want a chance at... We have to do Candy. Oh man, I love
Faye
that.
Jackson, Sway
I want
Archer,
that
Ricky
match.
Starks,
You
and
know,
Yujiro Takahashi versus Shug, Candy Lee, and the Dark Order.
And the Dark Order. For once in my life, I am not going to book myself in the main event of a fantasy show. So
You'd be surprised how many people book themselves in the opening.
I do a fast style of wrestling, so like I would naturally put myself in the opener, but I'm starting to do more. I'm trying to branch out into more character work stuff. I'm trying to take down the toll on my body. I'm 6'4". My knees aren't built for this shit, so I've got to take it
Very
slow
fair.
before I tear a fucking quad. Now, 6th match. Sixth match, we're going to do a singles. And just because I want to be such a nice person, we are going to do Erica Lee versus Garnet. And in my main event, I want to see 2 people beat the absolute dog shit out of each other. My main event is the 2 people who gave me some of the biggest opportunities when I first started making gear. Alley Catch and O'Shea Edwards.
Holy crap.
I want people breaking people.
So we didn't even use Maki Ito.
We didn't use Maki Ito. Maki Ito is on our roster for morale.
Ah.
If I was booking a season of this, this season is ending with Maki Ito in like the final 2 of an Elimination Chamber style match. She's literally getting the Santino spot.
So, is it good to go?
I'm set with this. I answered a question from Von Vertigo earlier today where it was like, what's your ideal number for a wrestling card? And I was like 5 to 6 or 7 to 8. There's I want to know the psychopaths who are booking, 11 matches on a card.
I mean, some people have gone up to the 10. I think the shortest we've ever had was 6.
Well, that's the other thing is I don't think you should do a show with less than 6. Like, unless it's like a festival show, right? Where you've only got 30 minutes, right?
Yeah. Like the shortest one was 6, and that was Killer Kelly that booked that.
Oh, is she would, because she's gonna have like a match, and it's gonna be like 6 30-minute classics. Like technical wizardry type shit. Somebody will do an hour Broadway.
She tried. So like there's a thing that can happen in the game called a critical, which is basically winning by stoppage.
Okay.
Like someone gets knocked out. Everyone can do it with their finisher. It happens randomly. Everyone can do it with their finisher, but you get some wrestlers, like who have a setting, like some can do it with like power moves or strikes or whatever. So her first 3 matches all scored 100%.
Jeez.
Her last 3 matches all ended early by critical.
That's how Killer Kelly of them.
That's very Killer Kelly, actually, yes. So
give me 1 second. I literally just go and lock my door for a second.
Yeah, of course. Everyone else, while that happens, I'm going to just send to other companies just to see what happens.
Alright, I have returned.
Alright, I am quickly throwing out our other wrestlers to other companies.
Bring down like expenses?
Well, not just that, but it keeps them happy if they're working.
Makes sense.
Morale. So, yeah, Dragon Gate, let's send Calyx there.
Calyx and Dragon Gate just bumping all of the small wrestlers? I'm so in.
Gatto Move, let's send Razorwing.
Razorwing, I would love for Razorwing to get a shot in DDT.
Same. Like, a lot of that group, like Razorwing, Boomer Hatfield, Molly McCoy, like, all of those people would do great there, I think.
Yeah, just send the outfielders to DDT for like a month or 2.
We're sending Killer Kelly and Gene Money to New Japan.
And who? And Gene Money?
Yep.
Nice.
You can have that. So, like, a match we did on stream once, and I don't think it was a guest booker one, I think we were just messing around. We booked Gene Money versus Okada.
Oh, damn.
And it went, in game, it went 90 minutes.
In game?
Which in real time is like closer to maybe about 30 or 40 minutes, but.
Of course.
But yeah, it just went on and on and on and on.
I couldn't imagine doing a 90-minute match, man. Like, we always talk about, a 60-minute Iron Man match or a 60-minute Broadway or all that sort of stuff. Man, the concept of going, hey, I'm going to go out there for an hour and a half. I'm going to go out there for a whole college lecture.
Yeah.
And wrestle.
That's what puts me off. I'm not going to name any names, but like, there's certain wrestlers, like, and we're talking like main event people here.
Yeah.
Where like, their match isn't going like under like 35 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's like, I get it. They want to create this big epic, but not every match or main event needs to be that.
Well, it's like there's such a big ethos around, treat every town like they've never seen you.
Yeah.
And to some people, that implies let's treat every town like we have to show them why we're a main event talent. We got to get our money's worth in their mind, right? We have to be it. And then there's some people, like the people like me, where I'm like, no, when these people first see you, you don't want to give them everything.
Yeah, leave them
You
wanting more.
Yeah, you can leave them a little bit, you know, you can leave them down a bit. You can make it so that they go like, oh, like I wish that lasted longer.
Yeah,
Right? I wish I could have seen more of them. You don't have to literally blow your entire arsenal the first time people see you, unless you assume that you're never going back, in which for most of these people is not the case.
Mhm.
Like, you know, you're going to be back because you live in this area now. Like when people go on like excursion to like the UK or something like that, you know, they go over there for a few months. You know that people are going to see you again, so let them build up gradually. I also kind of blame that on promoters for not having long-term storytelling. I know it's hard because, especially nowadays, God, you never know when someone's going to get picked up by a major promotion and not be able to continue that story.
Yeah.
But if someone literally they're not getting picked up, but they're good, right? Then let them do long-term storytelling. Damn it.
Yeah. I mean, that's like the point, right? Like, you're supposed to want to see what happens next.
Yeah, it's not just you don't want your shows to be an anthology series where each show is its own self-contained thing that doesn't affect the next ones.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine for like, you know, like some matches or whatever. You know, great.
Yeah.
Do it, but like, not everything has to be that.
Of course, yeah. And that's usually why most of these indies have like one long-term story that goes, and the rest of it is just matches. Like a GCW. GCW was like, if they only had the Matt Cardona story going, the Matt Cardona Nick Gage story, that'd be okay. But they also like they can do other things too in the middle of that. Like, is GCW the one running the Charles Mason story?
I'm not sure. I'm a bit behind on GCW.
I was gonna say, I'm not. Like I said, I don't watch IWTV all the damn time. But if they can even do like a smaller thing at the same time, and people will still keep up with it as long as they are watching the product, which, for all intents and purposes, we can see that people are.
Why is that not working?
I don't know.
I'm trying to do the donate command, and it's
Yeah, no, seeing it. Huh.
Because that should be the only one I've got active.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll just type it myself. Or copy paste the message it's supposed to pop up. But yes, so as with all of these streams, we allow the guests to pick a charity, and in lieu of subscribing or bits or whatever, not that it's not appreciated, we ask that if you're enjoying this, maybe throw a few quid their way instead. Sway has chosen BGC Canada. I'll let him talk about them now.
Yeah, when I was younger, I grew up in an area where it was like, you know, it's not as bad as some places, especially like the sort of examples you see in America, but it was a place where most people were on welfare of some sort. And one of the things that they had a breakfast club near me where a lot of these kids that their parents, you know, left for work at 6 a.m. and they sort of had to take care of themselves before they ended up going to school. These kids don't know how to cook. They don't know how to like make themselves anything other than cereal. And if anybody, pretty much everybody knows, cereal is not exactly entirely nutritious breakfast. This breakfast club would make these kids eggs, pancakes, waffles, sausage links, all that sort of stuff. And that breakfast club that I used to go to as a kid was sponsored by the Boys and Girls Club of Canada. So it's a charity that had a lot to do with ensuring that I was, in a way, taken care of, in addition to giving me like a safe place to be before school, so that I wasn't just like home on my own with my thoughts, because that's dangerous. So that's my main reason that I choose the Boys and Girls Club of Canada. I donate monthly to that charity just because of the way that it impacted my childhood and the positive memories that I have correlated with it.
Yeah, that's. I mean, can't. That's a fantastic cause, honestly. And so yeah, I mean, obviously, I know times are tough. Like everyone's broke right now, but if you are enjoying this and if you were thinking of donating, please chuck them a few quid instead, as opposed to us, because especially in times like this, charities like that need it way more than we do. So, yeah, that's a fantastic cause. Like, I mean, because I read a little bit about them when you suggested them, and it talked about how they also do things, setting up like, for like, I'm assuming like teenager or like late teens, like setting up like helping out with things like job opportunities and stuff.
Yeah, they try and really take care of people until they're self-sufficient. Like my program that I was in, that Breakfast Club program, it was a super ground level entry point to what they really do. When you have people who are in much worse off scenarios, they do so much to help. They help out with bringing these kids on excursions where, if you're in school and there's a field trip and you got to pay for it, they might not be able to. Sometimes they help subsidize the cost of that. Sometimes they do their own separate things where they'll bring all these kids to the science center or stuff like that. They have mentorship programs. There's a ton of stuff they do that is super beneficial for helping kids. The easy way to put it is like stay out of trouble, because you occupy their time with more, healthy things. And it's super, super productive. There's an equivalent in just about every country in the world. There's an American Boys and Girls Club. There's a Canadian one. There's probably some, might not be called the Boys and Girls Club in the UK, but there probably is an equivalent of a mentorship program like that.
Yeah, there's like a thing here, actually, that, and it was what put me in mind of it. Like, there's a thing here that, I can't remember what it's called, but again, with like sort of people like later teens, they help them out with like their first job opportunities and stuff. So there was a few people that I worked with at like my job that got their start through that, and like they were all like good folk, and like some of them have gone on to like bigger and better things because of that opportunity.
Yeah.
So, and good for them. I would always get them with the same question to start with, and not just them, but any like new start in my work. Ask them who their favorite wrestler is before even asking them if they like wrestling.
Yeah.
And like
people will snap reflexively answer that question, but if you ask them like, do you like pro wrestling, they're like, I don't really know.
But so like most of them, like some of them, you'd actually be surprised how many couldn't even name a wrestler. But most of them would say The Rock or Cena, literally because they were the only ones they could name. Apart from that one kid who said Fit Finlay, and I was like, yes, keep this boy on.
Yes! Good for you, kid. Forget. I can't see the stream on my side.
Oh, I should have brought it back up on the Discord.
Huh. Because like I see, your screen with the background, but I don't see
try the little hide chat arrow. It might come up if you play with that.
Yeah, I'm messing around with like the full screen and stuff, and it's not going. Tried the pop out, nothing.
Give me 1 second. I'll restart the call, and then
sure.
See if that works. All right, and hopefully this will work. Right. How about now?
I think it's there. It is now. It's loaded in. Perfect.
Right.
Yeah, because I noticed. I looked down at the Twitch stream and I'm like, wait a second, it's going.
Yeah, because it cut out when I restarted the game, and like ironically, I remembered that time, but the amount of times I forget to bring it back up in Discord when we restart is quite something because my brain is trash. But anyway, your opening contest: Speedball Mike Bailey versus Space Monkey.
It
Now,
should be good.
as always, as well, we're going to set up so in the chat people can bet their channel points on who they think will win.
Ooh.
Bet their hot dog handshakes, as we call it.
I saw that and I'm like, that's funny.
Like, I mean, most of what we do on this channel is wrestling stuff, so it makes sense to just have wrestling jokes, right? So,
Oh yeah. There are people who get pissy about the hot dog handshake joke, and I'm like, if the hot dog handshake joke upsets you, then and like as a wrestler, then maybe don't accept that as payment.
there he is, one of the nicest men in wrestling.
Oh yeah, very very kind, very polite too.
Oh, he's so polite.
Like you get some workers where they hit a level and they go like, I'm the hot shit. I can basically ignore it. No, super polite.
He's so nice. And but now that like wrestling shows are starting to happen again, and like some bits of the world are starting to open up, if someone doesn't throw large amounts of money at him to wrestle for them, they're crazy.
And now that his visa isn't an issue anymore, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, I guess lucky in part due to that because
Oh jeez.
Mike's messing up on the words.
Is it messing up on the Twitch side of things?
Yeah, like well, on the OBS, which is the program I use the actual broadcast. Give a second, I will fix it.
I was gonna say because I can hear you well, so I don't know. Man, not enough people do that arm wringer with the shoulder block anymore. Like really, really big dudes gotta start hitting those.
Right, I should be back, everyone. If there's a bit more background noise here, that'll be it's because I've had to turn off the noise reduction app.
Running like a wrestling game with this 45-degree angle sort of thing. Oh god, they're doing a strike exchange. I love it. Nice.
There is a thing you can do with the mods as well, where you can like change the angle a bit. Although it doesn't always work so well with the with some of the move animations because it's all 2D.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, because like they've added in a thing where you can create moves.
Yes.
And it is hard because you have to do every move like frame by frame.
Yeah, you have to, because you have to like. How else are you gonna ensure that? Like you can't mocap it.
Yeah, because it's like literally, it is literally the tool that the makers of the game used to create moves. So
it's like doing flash animation.
Yeah, it's hard, but it's rewarding when you get something looking good.
Why does that ref have massive hands?
Oh, that's our senior official, Big Hands Johnson.
Okay.
His hands are just so big and muscly from all the counting he does.
This makes sense. His elbows are probably just like, there's no ligaments left.
Although the real explanation is just, I thought of the name Big Hands Johnson and it made me laugh.
I don't know how that worked, but it did.
Yeah, like that grounded Pele kick and the corkscrew moonsault that Speedball did, they're created moves.
Nice. That grounded Pele kick's crazy. Also, shout out to, what was that, Prince Pepperoni?
Yeah, the in-game sponsors.
I love it.
There's actually, we don't have it right now, but there is a sponsor in the game called Burning Hammer.
Ooh, right out of the ring.
As Firehawk says in the chat, there's always the moment during these streams when the guest notices the ref's hands.
It's hard to ignore.
There's people that have gone through most of the show not noticing, believe it or not.
He's out there slap happy, standing over. The ref's in on it. He's standing over Mike Bailey when Speed Monkey was going for a dive.
Give up. Give up.
Speedball has not hit a single enziguri this whole match. That's a tight cover.
Someone did make the speedball kicks as well.
Oh yeah?
Like the one that Naomi does as well.
Yeah, the quick ones.
Oh yeah, as Chainsaw notes in the chat, I still love the gag that senior official is not the senior official.
Shooting star knee drop to the back. How's it not the finish?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is Speedball's finish.
Yeah, but even to the back, that's crazy.
But yeah, as I was saying, like, because of like Speedball not being able to wrestle in the US, I feel like I got lucky off that because it made him wrestle in the UK more, and I got to see him because of that.
Yeah.
And
That's like-
made a name for himself in Japan as well.
Yeah, it really is a blessing. And you know what? Honestly, that's why the UK gets so many Canadian guys. Because, yes, we can drive over the border, but, like, there's always that fear that we'll get banned from the US, and then if they do look to sign us, we have nothing. However, if we go to the UK, I don't even know about the laws regarding the UK and, like, how they are okay with Canadian wrestling. But if we were to somehow get banned from the UK, is that going to impact us getting signed by the top 4 promotions in the world? No.
Yeah.
Also, yes, I wish the monkey tail was in the game. His tail whip is a great move. Yeah, so we have to be like super cautious of traveling to America illegally. However, the UK, we don't seem to have that problem. Like, I know probably about 10 guys who have gone over to the States, but I also know like 7 guys who have gone over to the UK for extended periods of time. Like Vaughn Vertigo and Brent Banks went over there.
I think it's easier to get a work visa for that kind of stuff here.
I didn't even know that you could get like visas. I thought it was just sort of a like, hey, if I come over there as a tourist and wrestle, are you guys gonna ban me from your country? Jeez, the cartwheel capo kick. I was definitely correct assuming this would be a super like high-paced matchup. There has not been a single wrestle. They're going over time though.
And if anyone out there, by the way, doesn't watch Speedball's streams, you should.
Oh, you definitely should.
Like, as well as being just, like, as we said, just a really just nice guy. Very, like, watches a lot of wrestling on there and gives you a lot of great insight into it. Into why people do the things they do and stuff.
He is a wealth of knowledge, and he shares it much more than a lot of other people.
Although I strongly disagree with his and Veda's assertion earlier that Hank Scorpio is not an S-tier Simpsons character.
Man, him saying that everybody's entitled to their opinion, right?
I mean, to be fair, they were judging it not just based on how funny they are, but how important they are to the world as well.
Yeah. For me, there's only one S-tier character in The Simpsons. It's Groundskeeper. It's the Groundskeeper. There's. I have to show my bias because I remember my Nana. The only thing that she knew about The Simpsons was that there was a very stereotypical Scottish character, and I was like, yeah, fair enough. And as a kid who didn't watch The Simpsons,
right,
and has only really lived them through memes,
Damn Scots! They ruined Scotland.
Oh, there it is. So he hit the second shooting star press knee drop to the back. God, I wouldn't take that in a million years.
Yeah, I've seen him do that in real life, and the opponent actually did get hurt off it. Not his fault, just one of those unhappy accidents just from the position that they were in.
96%!
Hell yes! Because the opponent was like on their hands and knees, and it jolted an already existing hip injury.
Oh, yeah. And that's one of those things, like, when you exasperate an existing injury, it still feels bad, even though you know it's not really your fault.
Yeah, because it was it was nobody's fault. Just like it's wrestling, accidents happen, but
yeah,
it was very, very unfortunate. Because the match until that point had been very, very good.
Yeah,
it was Speedball and Vader against BT Gunn and Casey Owens.
Oh yeah.
Speedball did come back and have a singles match with BT Gunn, and well, the chops were very, very loud.
My favorite thing is when wrestlers are like, okay, we should get some chops in, pop the crowd, and I'm like, okay, so here's how this is gonna go. I'm gonna take one chop. And they're like, well, okay, but like why one? And I'm like, because I'm gonna sell that chop better than anybody sells a chop, so that I don't have to take another. I said, listen, if you want to lay that chop in, do it. It's the only one you're getting. And if you miss, and you hit a thud as opposed to the good like chop sounds, that's on you, brother.
Well, I can confirm, like, not having taken one, but like BT Gunn, for the size he is, proportionately might have the loudest hands in the world.
Every time that I'm at a wrestling show, I'm like behind the curtain, I'm talking over with other wrestlers, all that sort of stuff. And then all of a sudden you hear a chop, and everybody's head just snaps towards the ring.
Yeah.
Especially if it's not a person who's known for chopping.
Right.
They're like, oh, what the hell? Like...
You know who's got insanely loud chops in person? Hikuleo.
Hikuleo? Really?
Yup.
Damn.
Him and El Phantasmo, like when they were on their UK excursion, wrestled as a team at one of my locals. And oh my god, it was loud. Like, he did it to a Scottish guy called Dickie Divers, who's like a very good family show heel. Like, like has one of those faces, and he knows this, he has one of those faces that people would never tire of slapping.
Nice.
And he knows how to use it.
Yeah, and people, I hear a lot of people always talk about like, oh, you like anybody can be a good heel. It takes someone special to be a good face. And I was like, I think we just like really sell heels short as to like
totally.
What makes a good heel. Because yes, it's easy to get booed. It's not easy to get booed and never cheered.
Yeah.
Like
Divers is good at that.
Yeah. And that's...
But I swear when Hikuleo chopped him, I saw that man's soul leave his body. It was rough.
I love this. I love the fact that we have the Dariuses in a match.
Against, of all people, 3.0.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 3.0, very, very popular pick on these streams.
Oh, well, because they're like 3.0 in Dark Order. The thing that I love is that everybody's like, Canada, right? What do you think of when you think of Canada?
Like wrestling-wise?
No, just in general. For most people, they think of like I don't know, the Rocky Mountains or, Justin Trudeau. But if we're talking geographically, it's Toronto, right? Most people think about Toronto, think about the Leafs, the Raptors, Drake, whatever, all the culture things that come from Toronto. Before Ethan Page got signed, if I remember correctly, the only Canadians signed were Quebecers. And in Canada, we hate Quebec.
Right.
And now, 4 out of 5 of the Canadians on AEW TV are Quebecers. Again! And people love them. People love 3.0. People love the Dark Order. And meanwhile, in Canada, we're sitting here like, man, Quebec sucks.
Well,
It's the Florida of Canada,
right?
With the secession attitude of Texas.
I'm trying to think non-Quebec Canadians signed now. The only, obviously you mentioned Ethan Page.
Yeah.
Presumably Josh Alexander as well.
Yeah, Josh Alexander, Ethan Page.
Rosemary, who's from Winnipeg.
Rosemary, yeah. On the West Coast, Frankie Monet and Kyle O'Reilly are Vancouver. Obviously, anybody from the hard lineages from Alberta.
There's not that many coming out of Calgary anymore. I mean, granted, that was mostly the Hart family to begin with, but...
Like, the other issue is with Canada is people don't realize how big it is.
Vast it is, yeah.
You gotta realize, so Canada in width is technically, when you don't factor in Alaska or Hawaii, like mainland US, it's wider than the US.
Yeah.
Like, Vancouver is further west than Los Angeles, and the Maritimes, which is actually quite a big wrestling scene, is further to the east than Maine. So you got a broad scale, right? But then you also got to remember, what's it, like 70% of the Canadian population lives within 4 hours of the border, or something like that, to America. Now, everybody thinks. Oh, sorry. Also, Omega and Jericho. Yes, they're both from Winnipeg. That's true. I forgot about that. The sort of mindset is, Canada, what wrestling scenes are there? It can't be that hard to travel between them. I tell this to Americans all the time when I say you guys are blessed with the wealth of, not even like the fact that you have more people, the fact that you have more wrestling markets that are closer to each other. So you have, in like, I always use the example of St. Louis. If you drive 5 hours in any direction from St. Louis, there's another wrestling market. And obviously you don't have to cross the border into Canada for that to be true. Now, if you're looking at America, if you're looking at Canada, let's look at Toronto. The biggest wrestling market in Canada is Toronto.
Right.
You can go to the north 5 hours and there's nothing. You can go to the west. Well, you can't go to the south at all. You can go to the west 4 hours and you're in Windsor, which is where Impact runs. Unless Impact's there, there isn't a wrestling scene. You can go to the east 5 hours and then you're in Ottawa, which is really only C4. You go another 2 or 3 hours, you'll hit like Montreal, which is Montreal and Quebec City, which are another market. But it's like, that's it. To get to Winnipeg from Toronto is like a 26-hour drive.
Holy.
I can get to Florida before I get to Winnipeg. I can get to Florida before I even leave Ontario going the other way, before I even leave my province. So when everybody's always talking about how hard is it for Canadians? That's a big, big part of it.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Why envy the UK? The UK has more people in a smaller area, and they have more wrestling because of it.
I mean, particularly like Scotland, because there's not that many major cities in Scotland, obviously, because small country, 5 million people. But most of those people are in or around like Glasgow, Edinburgh, Aberdeen, Dundee, and that's it.
Yeah.
And it's comparatively to what you just described, easy to get to pretty much anywhere here. The only downside is like from some places to others, like it's not as easy if you don't drive. So like Dundee, not that there's much wrestling in Dundee anyway, but if you were going to a show there, be it like a wrestling show or a concert or whatever, like back to Edinburgh, the last buses and trains are at like 10 o'clock at night, 10:30.
Yeah, up here you're lucky because like they run till like midnight. But I think the distance is really the killer here. Like, what is it? Tip to tip in the UK. If you were to drive from, let's say, the largest major city in Scotland, like in the north of Scotland, the largest major city, to London, it's like 12 hours,
Something like that.
hours?
I mean, like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in Edinburgh, and like driving from here to like the north cities, which are like Inverness and Aberdeen.
Yes.
That's like 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Driving. And incidentally, I have been to a wrestling show in Aberdeen when I was a kid.
Jesus, the Yakuza kick to the back of the head. Tried to hit another one. Man. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I went to a wrestling show, a WWF show in Aberdeen. Like, and I was actually talking about this on stream the other night, like, because one of my friends in the chat was like, "You got to see that? I'm jealous," because like it was shortly after SummerSlam '94. So the main event was like Bret Hart and the British Bulldog against Owen and the Anvil. And he's like, "You got to see Owen Hart live. I'm jealous," kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
don't blame him. Don't blame him.
I mean, same. There's so many people that like I wish I got to see live, and like Hayabusa is obviously a big one for that.
Oh, of course.
I wish I was around when Antonio Inoki was wrestling, because then it was just seeing the craziness of how he was received.
Yeah.
Like,
I think a lot of people out with Japan don't realize how famous he is there.
Yeah, like you don't realize that this dude is on statue level.
Yeah, he's like legitimately a household name in Japan.
Like Canada reveres Bret Hart to a certain extent, but if you don't know about wrestling, you don't give a shit about Bret Hart in
Right.
Canada, right? However, Antonio Inoki, you don't not know him. It's not possible. If you're a Japanese person and you don't know Antonio Inoki, people are going to give you side eye.
Yeah, well, like, I mean, I think wrestling's in general a lot bigger there than it is, like,
Way
well,
bigger.
more mainstream at least. Like,
I think it's bigger there than it is anywhere other than Mexico.
probably, yeah. 'Cause, again, I was talking to someone about this a couple of weeks ago, like, how many wrestlers are actually household names, and there's not, unless you count specific regions like Mexico, where obviously you've got, you know, the likes of El Santo or Blue Demon or whoever,
Yeah, Blue Demon Jr., yeah, like...
or like Japan with the likes of Antonio Inoki. There's, like, if you're talking like globally, there's not that many.
No, not at all. Like, Hulk Hogan?
Hulk Hogan in his prime, definitely.
Yeah, like Hulk Hogan, maybe Andre the Giant, and that's even less because he was a wrestler. It's because he's a freak of nature.
Yeah.
Like,
And
if
like,
he did-
plus there's
if he did
people that
more
know him from like The Princess Bride or whatever as well.
I was just about to say, if he did more acting, he would be known for acting, not wrestling. But he'd be known nonetheless because he's a massive dude. Yeah, there is no wrestler nowadays who's a household name worldwide without being a crossover talent.
Yeah.
It's literally Cena and The Rock, and without movies, they Cena, arguably,
Batista,
without movies,
maybe
could
as
have
well.
made- Well, that's the thing, though, is that people look at, like, John Cena and The Rock, and they go, these men were wrestlers that became actors.
Yeah,
People look at Batista and they go, that's Drax.
that's fair point as well.
Because I don't even hear people reference Batista's other acting shit, like that one movie he was just in, WWE promoted. Nobody talks about, like, Hotel Artemis.
Wasn't he in one of the James Bond ones as well?
Yeah, he was Inspector. Some people talk about Blade Runner, his short bit in that, but it's definitely not as consistent as people talk about Cena doing things, because Batista's just overshadowed by Guardians of the Galaxy, really.
That's a fair point. But like, yeah, like, and I thought about it because there was a band, and again, this is something I've talked about a lot on stream recently. There was a band from Japan I recently got into called Gucharic Spin. Oh, there you go, the Darius as well.
Nice, through a backslide.
Yeah. So I got into this Japanese band called Gucharic Spin, who just showed up randomly in my, like, YouTube recommendations one day, and I listened to them and like, oh, okay, they're, you know, good songs, very, very talented musicians. And then in the recommended bit from there, it had like a bunch of their other videos, and you could see the thumbnails, and I was like, wait a minute, is that Genichiro Tenryu? Yes, it is. And he's in one of their videos. The Great Kabuki's in another.
Oh, Jesus.
Because, like, they're known names there. Oh, granted, not to the same extent that Antonio Inoki is, but then again, like, I don't think any wrestler in Japan is.
No, not on his level, even close. Like, he's put himself in a way where it's like, I am the god of Japanese wrestling.
It's like,
and even a current star is just, you know, one of my creations.
Like, people,
In a way.
basically in Japan, people think of, like, they think wrestling, they instantly think Antonio Inoki. The same way that, you know, like, people think baseball, they think, like, Babe Ruth, or, you know, like hockey, they think Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Or,
Like,
you know, boxing,
Wayne Gretzky's
people
a
think
household
Muhammad
name
Ali.
in Canada. Wayne Gretzky's a household name in Canada. If you're Canadian, you know who Gretzky is.
Yeah,
You know?
he's one of those, like, I mean, even beyond Canada, like, even if you don't know hockey, you probably at least have heard of Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah, you've heard of him, yeah.
And speaking of Canadians who should be household names, RJ City is up next against Sonny Kiss.
Oh man, RJ City is there's not a bad thing I have to say about RJ City. One of the most talented people that I have ever known.
Courtney Rush said damn near the exact same thing when she was on.
He just, there's a way that you can go about it where you've got, you know, oh, this person is kind of good, or this person, you know, they're kind of talented, and here's what they do best, right? It's like, RJ is a weird case where it's, what does RJ do best? No, you're asking the wrong question now. What does RJ not do and get away with? In the land of the work rate man, the promo man is king. And RJ, the best promo in the States, RJ makes them sound like they're playing wrestling. Like, RJ can cut a very hokey 80s, you know? Wah, I'm the greatest heel of all time promo. But he can also talk for 25 minutes and have everybody just sitting there, you know, hands under their chin, loving every second of it. This dude has a goddamn Twitch show, YouTube show, where he makes coffee in his underwear and answers questions from people And that's enough.
Exactly.
Like-
It's like, you know, they used to say about like wrestlers, if they were a good talker, like, oh, they would hold their own on a talk show.
Yes,
He's the guy that would host it.
he's hosting the talk shows. The fact that RJ City has not been signed, you know when they signed Abraham Washington in WWE CW?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
fact that RJ has not been given the same opportunity is criminal. Because Abraham Washington was nothing compared to RJ City in the way that he could captivate an audience. RJ City and a live WWE audience talking about goddamn, Burgess Meredith would
Give up.
print money.
Give up.
Just so, God, so. Not to mention, like, all these vets, old vets, not like current indie vets, because they'll talk about work rate all day, but like old vets talking about, back in my day, we didn't have to do half the shit you guys do, and we still got over. Well, guess what? RJ doesn't do half the shit that you guys did in the 80s, and he still gets over.
Give up. Give up.
Ari, like, what's your favorite move that RJ City does? He does this thing where they're in the corner and he runs over like he's gonna do a big move, and then he just stops and slaps them and he does little jazz fingers. That's it.
And he just killed Sonny Kiss.
That's it. 6 minutes. Nothing is more RJ City than two people going 30 minutes and RJ going, no, we're doing 6.
I mean,
He
it
went-
will get a low rating because of that, but like, as you said, it's the most RJ City thing imaginable.
It's the most. 67's not bad.
For a 6-minute match that ended
he's
in
got-
critical.
He said, I've got to go because I have a live stream to do. We're doing RJ City at night, and the first 2 matches ran over time, so I'm going to be late. Jeez. Oh, man. I'm happy with that. I don't care if that tanks the rating overall. I'm happy with that.
Because of how RJ City it is.
Yeah, it's so in line. Yeah, he's like, I'm going 6 minutes. If you want anything over 7, it's going to cost you. He doubles his rate for every minute after 6.
We didn't even get the chance to talk about how Sonny Kiss should absolutely be a huge star as well.
Sonny Kiss is my favorite example of someone to use when people go, this person deserves more. All right. Do you buy their merch? Do you watch when they're on and tweet aggressively like you do for other people? Do you, and I'm not talking like buy their merch from PWTS. I'm talking like buy it from AEW so they know that, holy shit, Sonny Kiss is moving merch numbers. I guess they have a dedicated fan base. The fact that Sonny Kiss has a dedicated fan base but is not getting like Fuego del Sol type pops, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can make that happen. Fans have so much power to make that happen. You think Fuego del Sol would have fucking been signed if like nobody cared about him? Like, he's a good wrestler, but like people being so behind him definitely made a difference.
Oh, totally.
And if people did that for Sonny Kiss, it would mean the world.
And if there's anyone that deserves it, it's Sonny, because Sonny's talented as hell. So
Sonny is so talented, and like, also sweetheart. Talked to Sonny Kiss on a few occasions. Obviously Sonny Kiss comes up here, works Greektown as well. Like, love it.
I've never had the
Kiss-
pleasure, but I've never heard an unkind word said about them. So
Yeah, like Sonny Kiss is up there for like people. Honestly, everybody who comes to Greektown. There are people who come to other promotions and they're nice, but everybody who comes to Greektown. Frankie the Beast Monster, the Beastmaster, he's a gem. Puff, Puff is so kind. What was the last time I was up there? The last time I was there, oddly enough, Tajiri, Mikey Whipwreck, and Jazz were all there.
oh wow.
All of them stupid kind. I was actually the person in charge of slipping Tajiri his mist. And I was like, this is nerve-wracking. I'm handling these things, and I'm like, please, God, do not, like, burst in my hand or whatever.
This is what these streams turn into, by the way. Let's just talk nice about everyone.
Well, because that's the thing. Big tip for anybody who wants to get into wrestling and you're watching this stream, don't talk bad about people publicly. Don't do that.
Yeah.
It will literally do you no good. If you want to talk in your little group of friends about it, that's fine, whatever. Because you're not going to like everybody, and you're not going to think that everybody is making stunning decisions all the time. However, if it's in public and your words can be easily misconstrued, don't. Like, do not. That's my brother tip for all of you.
Next up, Tommy End versus Ted Ishimori.
This match would not surprise me if it goes like 45 minutes. In Canada, right now we're at an 83%. In Canada, an 83% is an A-. I'm doing all right with an A- card.
Yeah. So, I forgot to change his music a bit. No matter.
You gotta put in that new song you get.
Yeah. But like fresh off kicking Cody Rhodes so hard that he tried to retire.
Fresh off the retirement kick.
Well,
They don't got him with the cross-legged joint. Oh, come on.
I mean, I didn't make him, so I can't blame that one. Me and my partner were watching that last night, and she was saying, I would really laugh if, like when Cody's kind of like coming to and Tony Schiavone goes into the ring to, like try and talk to him, if he started just like cutting Stardust promos.
Tony Schiavone should have sat down beside him like he was Joe Rogan. I would have laughed so hard. At the same time, though, the funniest tweet I saw, Malachi Black kicked that boy in the head and he went, maybe I should run for office.
I'm pretty sure I saw that one.
Just like, God damn. Yeah, Cody literally, I wish Cody had control, like really good control over his face. Because if Cody sat up and had a lazy eye like Perry Saturn, I would have lost my mind. I would have been like, damn! Man, there's like... Shivani, you ever tried DMT? Oh no. The Joe Rogan Experience podcast is so a hit and miss. I've known people who love it because there are some really good episodes, like the ones with like Neil deGrasse Tyson and stuff like that. And I know people who the fact that they tell you they listen to it is one of the biggest red flags about their personality, man.
Yep.
Oh wow, they got Ted's noises in the game.
Yep. Not all, but most of the New Japan guys have actual voice parts in the game.
Oh, that's cool. I guess by product of this being a Japanese game.
It was because so the old Fire Pro games, it was like the whole thing of like they had real wrestlers in it, but with the names changed.
Oh yeah. I think
to avoid copyright. But like it was like very, very clear who was supposed to be who. Very clear. Like, okay, that's Inoki, that's Shinya Hashimoto or whoever.
It's like being like, oh, this is Blade Jose instead of Razor Ramon, right? Like
stuff like that. Yeah. And then for this one, the default roster is all like generic made up guys. Like there is like based mostly on like there's some where they've clearly been influenced by certain wrestlers or certain styles or whatever, but not specifically based on any one person. And then as well as obviously having all the fan made stuff in the game, they added in like DLC with like a New Japan roster and a Stardom roster. Plus, there's like a standalone one that's just Yoshihiro Takayama as well,
Oh yeah.
with like the money going to the charity to help him with his medical costs and stuff.
That's good.
And the
Is
best
it
bit,
20 count?
yeah, it's 20 count.
Oh, I was like, oh god. Like, please don't end this and count out.
There's the best bit though about Takayama being in it is that one of the moves that got added in because of that is the Fry Takayama spot.
Just the fucking the slug out.
Yep.
Oh man, I remember seeing that as a kid and thinking to myself, one of these men is going to die.
Yeah.
Like, one of these men is gonna die.
Like Speedball was actually watching that one on stream just the other week, and it's like I hadn't watched it in a good long while, and I forgot just how intense it actually is.
I don't want to tarnish his legacy, but what we gotta do is we gotta get Speedball to watch Yuki Ishikawa versus Rampage Jackson, because Yuki Ishikawa gets murdered. Like, we're talking like Lesnar Cena type squash. And yes, Rampage Jackson's a bad dude, but it's like they put that man in there to die. Like, they set him up.
That was Pride, I think,
I think it was Pride, yeah.
where they didn't really give a shit about like weight divisions or anything.
Yeah, the weight classes weren't ever clear. I'm pretty sure Rampage had a solid 40 pounds on Yuki. But, you know, that's the type of dude he was. He'd fight anybody.
Yeah, like I can't remember if it was Pride or somewhere else, but I'm pretty sure they even got didn't like somewhere get like Liger for a shoot fight.
Oh, man. I think so. It rings a bell just hearing it, but I could not tell you where and how.
Spike Dragon in the chat might know because he's like our shoot fight expert, so.
Oh, yeah? Man. I can't. Like, the whole concept of shoot fighting, and like, I'm someone who's trained in a few shoot disciplines. Like, I'm trained in jiu-jitsu, I'm training in Muay Thai, and then I've done a lot of freestyle. Oh, he faced Suzuki? Jeez. And then I've done like freestyle and submission style wrestling. But the thought of just like going into a place where a lot of the time in MMA, somebody who has nothing to lose is trying to punch me in the face, and I can't do half the self-defense techniques that are effective. I'm not a fan of that.
I would be either. Oh,
That's shorter than I expected. It was shorter than the other matches.
I mean,
Damn.
they did go hard in those 15 minutes.
They did, yeah. They should sort of like a burnout style match. One with a counter, sort of a subverting expectations type of thing. It's still got a 97! Still got a 97, baby!
Alright, so that hoists you back up a bit.
Yeah, what are we at now? 90 overall. We made it back up to 90. We got two 97s, an 87, or an 86, and a 67. Oh, it's still only 86? Damn it. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, whatever. We'll get it.
These coming matches, you might get it back.
This match needs to be 100. If this match isn't 100, then this game has failed me.
So it is. Well, yeah, it's basically This is Creep Squad versus Wholesome Gang. It's happening.
Yeah, with some extra names to bring up our popularity. Got some big names in there. Man. Oh my god, we all We all come out to milkshake. I'm so down.
So the Creep Squad team is Sway Archer, Yujiro Takahashi, Ricky Starks, and Faye Jackson.
Nice. I forget who it was that I sent the picture to, but I sent the picture of like the side profile of me, and somebody went, "You look like you could be like a smaller version of Haku." And I was like, Jesus. And they get the Dark Order music. Damn.
Because
I-
it basically
they'll
just
pop more
goes
for-
by whoever gets picked first.
They'll pop more for our music, I don't care. Everybody's popping for Milkshake. You know what's crazy? My first ever style of wrestling gear was basically the gear that Shug Dunkerton wears.
What, the one he's wearing there?
With the one stripe down the side, yeah. That's what my gear was originally.
Yeah. Should
Candy is all business. Shug pandering to the crowd. Candy's like, let me get in here and
It's because the music that Shug has in the game, I really like it, so I made his entrance longer.
Shug hit the Randy Orton split jump. Evil Uno with the pose. Oh my god, this is the best way to start this match.
Shug, another one that I'm very, very glad got to come over my way.
Oh yeah, he spent quite some time over there.
Yep, he was a regular at my local. Had a feud with Gene Money, actually.
Oh nice.
It was very, very silly.
Oh, I thought they were gonna hit her with a magic killer. I'm like, already?
Oh no! Someone with the custom moves. Someone made a bunch of the old Smash Brothers tag team moves.
Yep.
So obviously I had to put them in.
Give up.
I love how Faye's just kind of like, let me watch over the submission, make sure it goes well.
Same with the custom parts, because that Uno mask and the Stu face are ones that people actually made for the game.
Nice. I was gonna say they look good. Yujiro obviously looks fantastic as a New Japan person.
But yeah, the Shug's first appearance at my local was a zombie lumberjack match with Gene Money.
Yeah, silly. That's definitely it. Oh, here I go. Oh, of course. I don't get my shit in off the bat.
I mean, I have heard that Stu is like freakishly strong, so
This destroys my credit. I can't be doing chop exchanges. I just told the whole story about not liking chops. Leave it to Shug to bury me. Nice. That's very me.
slap him in the face and then just
Just
escape.
slap him. Close enough. Alright. See how Starks and Shug end up.
Again, a match I would watch.
Oh, yeah. Then again, I'd also watch anything Ricky Starks does.
Oh yeah, he's so good.
Everybody talks about like, what do you like? You know, who are the people currently wrestling that you are like, you want to reach their heights? It's literally Starks and Carmelo. That's it. Like those are my two guys. I want to be them. Like I want to be where they are. And a big thing for me was representation when I was a kid. And a lot of people talk about like black representation, Asian representation, stuff like that. Man, if you're light skinned, there was nobody. Like, who was the first light skinned person that got hired by WWE? Fucking Maven? Like, who did we have? And now some of the most beloved people they look like me. And I love that.
Oh, Jetstream Jack in the chat. Good, Jetstream Jack in the chat there. Good lad, Scottish wrestler.
Hey! Nice.
Give up.
Also, fitting that I'm doing this chin lock so much because I do a metric fuck ton of chin locks.
Well, as I said, I watched those matches. I had to get shit right.
Man, I wish I had more on there. There's honestly just like there's promotions that don't record, and if they do, like a lot of the shows I've done are at Battle Arts, and Battle Arts likes to record just so that we can watch it back as students. They don't really focus on putting out content as much.
Yeah.
But that definitely does hinder our ability to. Gee, she's taking that move like three. You're gonna take a move like 3 times by the end of the match. But yeah, like it's not something that we get in terms of the opportunity to actually put out content. It's more just, you know, here's your match. We're gonna watch it next week in practice and tell you what you did wrong and tell you what you did right. But I never feel right putting those online because like the camera quality's bad. It's only hard cam, you know, like I don't know. I'm a stickler for appearances, if it wasn't clear already.
There's some of the local wrestlers, and I'm sure Jack and the Jack can attest to this as well, where I had the same problem trying to make them. Because there is some promotions here that don't record stuff or whatever. And it's only with Jack because I've actually seen him live a few times that I was able to do it kind of accurately. Because obviously, like Jack being a local boy, he's been on a good few of the local shows that I go to, so I was able to base it off that at least.
Give up. Give up.
Those huge hands waving in Yujiro's face is just hilarious.
I think it was Alison Kay and Calix both said they want refs to wear like the big Hulk hands during matches based on this.
It would protect their hand when they're doing a count, or if there's like thumbtacks on the mat. Yeah, it would help. The first match I ever refereed, like when I was like young boy, I was like 16, and the first school I went to, they were renting out their ring to a hardcore promotion, and I went and refereed one of those matches because their referee was late. And the first match I ever refereed was a hardcore match, and I probably found a picture somewhere of my shoes. Just like literally, I would walk on like tiles and I could slip because there was so many thumbtacks in the bottom of them. I didn't have grip anymore. But I got one in my hand while counting a pin, and I vowed to never do death matches. I was like, that's it. I'm not doing this. I got a thumbtack in my hand counting a 3 count. I couldn't imagine what having more than one of these in my back would feel like. Like, respect to deathmatch wrestlers.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I don't give a damn. Also, yeah, Jetstream, that's really what it is. Like, matches being recorded for internal use only. That's what most of my matches are on. Which kind of sucks, because, like, I like the matches that I've had in, especially like Junction City Wrestling in the brewery. Like, I had a match with, we have a guy up here named Sexy Stan Smith.
I know the name.
Yeah, he's great. I love that. I love that kid. And we had a match at the brewery, and it was great. I loved that match. And it's just like there's no video of it, as far as I know, or like the video's like not like to a standard that I would like.
Yeah.
Big issue that we've also got. Nice. Big issue that we've also got is commentary, because when you are recording matches and people don't actually care, you know, that comes through on commentary, where the commentary doesn't care, and then it brings down the match overall.
Yeah. That sucks, because like you would think they would go all out with that kind of stuff if they ever did decide to use it, like maybe to like hey, like if with you, for example, if say you had a bigger match coming up for them, maybe like a highlight package or whatever. And but what do I know, right? I'm just a fan.
Hey, no, on it, it's grievances that a lot of wrestlers have. I've asked for a couple of my matches, explicitly asked, like, hey, can I get this without commentary? Because we've had it where like high-level WWE talent has done, well, not high-level, but like signed talent has done commentary and sort of just like taken the piss out of the entire match. And it's like, oh,
what?
thanks. Like, there are probably kids in this match who are really excited to have you commentate their match because you're a signed talent and, you know, so many people idolize you. And now look what you've done. So, commentary needs to be, practice any matches if you want to show. That goes for commentary as well. The issue is a lot of the times commentary is there, and it's not people who actually really want to do commentary. We get people who want to ring announce and like really care to ring announce and they really put in their all.
Yeah.
But like people who do commentary sometimes, it usually just ends up being like a promoter that is in the area, which you don't have our promotion's best interest at heart. Oh, great! Thanks! You get like 4-on-1 beatdown. But it's not usually people who actually care. Which leads to a whole lot of people just either sounding disinterested or making explicit jokes, which sucks. Like there's a plethora of issues wrong with it. I think doing it in post for people who actually care. Did Ricky just tap?
Yep.
Damn it, Starks! God, Starks costed me this match, man.
Well, that's good to hear, Jack.
Yeah, that is great. I got into wrestling, obviously wanting to be a wrestler.
Wait,
But
well,
I'm 78. I blame Starks. For losing. But I took radio broadcasting in college explicitly so that if anything, like, God forbid, were to happen to me, I could do commentary.
oh, El Pinata, thank you for the raid.
Someone rated?
El Pinata.
Fantastic.
Former wrestler himself, incidentally.
Oh, nice.
I mean, fairly short career, moved more into production of stuff. And Jayla's there as well. Jayla, former wrestler.
Nice.
We're doing a show booked by Sway Archer.
You've come in time just for the semi-main.
Yeah, because we've still got Garnet Neil Donna versus Erica Lee and Ali Catch versus O'Shea Edwards.
Oh wait, can we change that O'Shea Edwards match to be like a strong style match style?
No, we can't.
Damn it!
They should do solidly at it though, because
I want them to break each other. I want pain. I want problems.
In the meantime, though, Erica Lee versus Garnet Neil Donna.
Shout out Garnet.
Oh, Garnet rules. Love Garnet.
My favorite thing about Garnet is like people are like, you gotta do X, and Garnet goes, yes, okay, but what if I don't?
Exactly.
Like, I love that energy.
Like, weirdly, like, I didn't even know Garnet was training to be a wrestler when I first became pally with him.
Yeah.
It was through.
It's a recent thing.
Yeah, it was through Jen BI, who's also a streamer and a good friend of Garnet's. Garnet appears on their streams sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot to change the entrance attire from the old one. That's on me.
Oh, so is it like the entrance attire is very different from the ring attire?
You can do, yeah. I forgot to change because that's Garnet's old look. So
yeah, I'm currently making things for Garnet, so eventually I will have so many people in this game where it's like I have made gear for these people.
Yeah. And that's the thing as well, chat. As well as being a wrestler, Sway Archer very talented gear maker as well.
Yeah, I started taking commissions from people in November, and I left my full-time job in April. Like, it came very, very quickly. So, and within, I think, a few months, I had made stuff for O'Shea. I had made stuff for, people like Dylan McQueen that were on AEW Dark, Dean Alexander. I am waiting for her to get on TV with it, but Zeta Rainier in NXT, the woman with dreads, does a beautiful shooting star press. I'm waiting for her to get on TV with it. I'm very excited about that. And then just like as we go on, I'm trying to get more stuff going and trying to like get my sort of like my workload situated where I know how long things take me, so I can take on appropriate. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Turns out this is going to be the strong style match. We're getting Germaned out of the ring.
And a thing as well. Do you know Henry on Twitter? Hedges Henry.
Henry T. Is that the name? Henry T.
Always goes on. Always full of puns, encouragement for others, and
oh, Henry Head Cheese. Yeah.
Henry made this Erica Lee.
Oh, wicked.
So it's Henry's Erica Lee versus My Garnet.
Nice. You gotta get the big you gotta get the top ponytail. I remember, what was it, Erica Lee, when she had the what's the term for it? Crimped hair? That was when I first saw her, and I was like, and I saw the name of that 90s chick, and I was like, well, that's pretty damn 90s, having like crimped hair. Like,
I mean, Erica's look, for anyone watching this who's not familiar with Erica Lee, her look is just basically, what if Lisa Franks made wrestling gear?
yeah.
And it rules. It works.
Oh, jeez.
Erica going for
is
a
there no
chip.
DQ?
There is, but the referee's kind of discretionary with it.
Erica Lee just jumped Garnet in the stomach. Nothing of it.
It's like, because like obviously again Japanese game and like Japanese refs can be a bit more kind of discretionary with it. So what instead happens is the ref administers a count when you're holding the weapon.
Okay.
But like, Erica Lee did not come here to play.
No. Like, we got a Brock Lesnar suplex count? Because we're going to need one. This game is very arcadey, and I love that about it. Because there are things that like you couldn't get in a regular game that, if it was supposed to be realistic, it would really break immersion. Like, for example, if Erica Lee made it to WWE, it was in like a 2K game, I'd be upset that the crowd wasn't like chanting something about poop. Like,
it's the same way, like, because the next WWE game, obviously they'll have updated roster, and one would have to imagine that Tegan Knox is going to be in it.
Yeah.
And it upsets me greatly that Tegan Knox will be in a video game and not coming out to say La Vie by Bewitched.
That's my biggest fear for Grado ever getting signed, was that we'd lose Like a Prayer. And I wasn't mentally ready for that.
I mean, like, because when he had that stint in Impact, they had kind of like a sound-alike of it.
Yeah. What you really got to do is you just have to do... He's got to make his whole gimmick around the Goldberg Like a Prayer entrance, and just use that sort of cover of Like a Prayer, because that could probably avoid legal issues if you used something that's that transformative. And then just let the crowd sing it.
Jayla says, my biggest fear was Grado being signed.
The fact that in the UK, they stole so many... Oh, on the chair! They stole so many people from you guys in the UK, and didn't touch Grado is one of my biggest, like, head shake moments for promotions.
It was like, I mean, we were talking about, like, people being famous out with wrestling
Give up.
earlier.
Give up.
Yeah.
And like in Scotland, people who don't know wrestling know who Grado is.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. Really?
Yep. He's been in like
Great.
he's in like actual
Grado.
TV shows and shit here now.
Grado has crossover appeal. I think the only person in Canada where it's like if you don't know wrestling but you might know them, ooh, a spear, that's it, would be the Boros twins. And it's solely because of that Da Vinci TikTok. I don't know if you've seen that.
They're like, I don't believe I have.
Do you know who the Boros twins are?
I know the name.
87 isn't bad. We're at an 85 now? Good, good. The Boros twins, they're twins. They're from Vancouver. They've got like, did you see Marcus Cross on AEW Dark recently?
Yes, I did.
So they've got like almost like a mohawk version of his hair, like really tall, bleach blonde hair. And they made this TikTok where it's like, it was a question game or something like that. It was like, who made the Mona Lisa? And it's Da Vinci. It's spelled correctly.
Mm.
But both of them at the same time said Da Vinci instead.
Right.
And fucked if I know why, that went viral.
Ah.
And they built an entire TikTok following off of like essentially being himbos.
Right.
And I was like, this is a thing. You guys did this. Wow, okay. News to me. Didn't know it was possible.
I mean, I guess you noticed, then fair play.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you get handed, if you get handed something, then run with it. And that's what they did.
So, here is main event. Ali Catch versus O'Shea Edwards.
Yeah.
I imagine they'll hit each other pretty hard.
Quite hard.
I was watching an Ali Catch match the other night, actually, from Enjoy Wrestling, I think.
Yeah.
It was her against MV Young.
Oh, yeah.
It was a good, damn good match. It was Kayla from Church of Joshi was doing like a watch along thing of one of their most recent shows.
She's great.
Oh yeah.
Man, I love O'Shea. O'Shea is one of the nicest dudes.
He's so nice.
Like, just a genuinely good dude.
Like I'd never spoken with him before he came on, but what a nice guy.
Yeah.
He basically managed to get him through like a mutual friend.
Fight.
A friend of mine knows him and was like, "Hey, I can get you O'Shea Edwards if you want." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll do that."
Yeah. O'Shea being signed was like one of the first times in my life, and this is gonna sound terrible, but it was one of the first times in my life where somebody got signed, and I was like, there is not even the slightest shred of like jealousy. Like even professional jealousy. There's not even the slightest. I'm like, he deserves that, and I am so happy. Because like, you look at O'Shea Edwards, and it's like, okay, what's he missing? Like sincerely, try and tell me what the fuck this guy's missing.
Can go in the
Looks
ring.
like a star,
looks
works
like a
fantastic.
yeah. He can talk as well.
Yeah.
Like, and like, I mean, you say Luke. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was when Rock. Who was it I was talking about? Talking with him about. I think it might. No, it was Dan the Dad actually.
Yeah.
And it was like the man is built like a house. He's enormous.
Yeah. Like I remember, so I made him singlets, and I was looking at these singlets, and I'm like, I could fit 1.5 of me in these. Like, we're getting some close pinfalls, and we're only 3 minutes in. Goddamn.
I mean, to be fair, I imagine O'Shea is hitting extraordinarily hard.
Yeah. Talking about someone built like a house, but hits like a truck. If O'Shea wanted to, like the whole spot where it's like, okay, I'm gonna hit you with a shoulder block. Stay standing. If you tried to pitch that spot to O'Shea, like you hit me with a shoulder block, I'm gonna stay standing, and O'Shea didn't want you to, you wouldn't.
Right.
You'd be on your ass with the quickness.
And as I said as well, current leader of our leaderboard.
Yep. Because he's not just a strong dude, he knows what he's doing. Like, he's intelligent. You can hear when he speaks. Like,
Oh, totally.
dude knows what he's doing. What's the ref doing? Tying his shoe?
He was
Is
on,
this no hold barred or something?
I think he was on a knee. They must have been playing the anthem somewhere.
Oh man, I love that because like
It's just like a
I don't like discussing politics, but I still find it the funniest thing. People are like, they're disrespecting our troops, and and someone's like, he was told to do it by an active service member,
Right.
And then it just like, you know, grumble. That doesn't fit my narrative. That doesn't work for me, brother. Also, I cringe at every match where people are literally just like clapping each other. I cringe because I'm like, guys, you may not feel it right now, but you'll feel it. Like, you will feel it sometime. Whether it's tomorrow, whether it's in a month, whether it's when you're 60, you'll feel it. Which is why I request that everybody brother me softly. The only thing you're allowed to lay in is a chop, or if I make you kick pads, you can kick me pretty hard. If you're using somebody else's kick pads, I don't trust it, because some people put like a yoga mat in that shit. And that thing doesn't protect you from anything.
I mean, I've joked about it on stream a few times, but Jayla has said, Jayla in the chat has said numerous times that if she ever did come out of retirement and do another match, it would be 2 minutes and no bumps.
Ha! Oh wow, there it is! Oh man, you know what? Honestly, this reminds me of a few shows I've been to where it's like some of these matches went like 30 minutes and all this shit. The main went 10 because it had like a WWE talent in it. And they said, listen, man, I'm not burning myself out for this shit. Still got an 85.
Yeah, 85 for a 10-minute match in this game is good.
That means, I think our overall match score was an 85.
Yep.
And the only thing that really brought that down was the 8-man tag, which, let's be real, it's an 8-man tag. You're not expecting a classic from it.
Yeah, and RJ City killing
And
Sonny
then
Kiss.
RJ City, in my opinion, should have been 100%. It was a stereotypical RJ City match. There was some big off spots, there was some shenanigans, and then it finished in 6 minutes.
So overall, 85.1. Now,
Nice. We were over capacity, standing room only.
Super no vacancy, as the kids say. I'm going to have a quick look at the leaderboard. So that would put you. So, based on what we've got, like slightly below the middle.
Oh man, below average. Damn. I am not at all Mr. Booker, man.
So you are. You are above Matt Mikowski,
Okay.
Speedball Mike Bailey,
Haha!
Alison Kay,
Okay.
and Slip from the streaming group New Legacy Inc.
I beat a new legacy, dude?
Yup.
This is their job.
Well, Slip got the lowest rating in stream history, so
That's hilarious to me.
mainly because he booked a deathmatch show and put a bunch of high flyers in it. So
Well, you can't do that.
yeah, because like in the barbed wire death matches in this game, the way they work, you can't go to the top rope.
Yeah, because it's barbed wire.
The highest, as I said, O'Shea Edwards with an average of 93.8.
Oh, gee. Okay, so I didn't lose by like a margin that was insane. That's why I was confused. I was like, 85's got to be pretty good. But no, if
No.
people are routinely getting 90.
FaZe was insane. Like Faye, and granted, that was in part due to some shit I had done to the game to try and make it easier to get people in, but it also affects the match ratings.
Rigged.
Um,
Rigged.
So Faye ended up scoring, I think it was like 98.6 or something like that. It was absurd. Now we get the random results from around the world, where it just throws together teams.
Aaliyah? 6-man tag?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it gives every promotion like the same titles, so like heavyweight, junior heavyweight, tag, trios.
Yeah.
Well, your show made money.
Hey, as long as we're making money, that's what it is, man.
Nothing of note happened this month. Well, RJ City murdered Sonny Kiss, so I beg to differ.
Yeah, like with a boot, just end the career. I was like, who is that?
Rich Swann left Impact.
Oh, damn.
So the show is over, but there is one thing left to do.
Oh, okay.
Because in Fire Pro, as well as wrestling matches, you can also have shoot fights, MMA fights.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay. Oh, Jack, your score was 88 on the button.
Damn it.
So, it is with that in mind, we
The
ask,
show made money, brother. I don't give a shit about what Meltzer says, brother.
we ask you, Sway Archer, who would you like to put into a shoot fight with a bear?
With a bear?
With a bear.
With a bear?
With a bear.
Oh my god! Okay, now I gotta ask. How many people in these have chosen Daniel Bryan?
A couple have chosen.
I was gonna say, because I know that's the joke, right? Daniel Bryan versus the bear.
I think the most popular picks are like Daniel Bryan, Travis Huckabee, and Nick Gage.
Can I see the GC? Can I see the AEW roster?
One moment.
They got people from Street Fighter. That's hilarious. Scroll all the way to the bottom for me. I don't know if they have people, because I saw that some people were listed with different names than I know them as. Like, I know Pepper Parks is Blade, but it's like he doesn't go by Pepper Parks anymore.
Yeah, there's a few names that I've just flat out forgotten to change.
Where is my boy Andy?
Andy.
Like the Butcher.
He'll be under.
That's my pick. The Butcher and the Bear. That's my match.
There it is. And I'll actually set the bet up for that because I've been forgetting to do the bets today.
The Butcher and the Bear.
So the
I'm so in.
the last bet that I remembered to do was RJ City Sonny Kiss.
Oh yeah.
And 100% of the people who bet on it bet on Sonny Kiss.
You lost. You lost. Why would you bet against the Canadian? This is my show. You know what the thing is? If I was ever going to fight a bear, I would want the Butcher and the Blades theme playing in the background.
Fair.
I'll get you hyped. I'll get you hyped to beat the dog shit out of a bear.
So Jayla in the chat says Scott, who's her husband who raided us, says, please don't kill him because he likes Every Time I Die and wants the band to continue.
Listen. Who's the ref? Who can we choose referees? Can we choose referees?
Right, I don't have many, if any.
Sofia Vergara. I'm in. Sofia Vergara. There it is. I saw the name.
She's in our little stream universe here, the patron saint of criticals, because of that selfie from the PWG show.
From PWG, I think they're dead.
Yep. Like I forgot to do it earlier, but I actually have a little like graphic that pops up when a knockout happens, with her in that caption.
Oh man, I'm so excited.
Oh, would you like to pick which bear?
Is there different bears?
Yeah, so we have a giant bear.
Okay.
We have a big ass panda bear.
Okay.
The most dangerous of the lot. We have
That's only for Kevin Owens.
Paul Arber,
Oh, that's nice. That's funny.
and we have two-sport athlete, hockey-playing bear, Wayne Gritzley.
Oh, Wayne Grizzly. 100%. You ever see me in a fight with a grizzly bear? Help the bear.
So, the Butcher versus Wayne Gritzley.
I love it.
I mean, some wrestlers have defeated the bear. Chris Hero defeated the bear.
Of course, Chris Hero defeated the bear.
Effie beat the bear.
Effie beat the bear? Yo, shout out to Effie.
Peyton Royce beat the bear.
Peyton Royce's own potential haunts her, okay? That's why she beat the bear.
That is true. Jayla defeated the bear.
Nice. Why does this sound like Vladimir Kozlov's theme?
Because the theme isn't working, and that's the default one that plays.
I just heard like the fucking heavy thumping bass, and I was like, oh my god, it's Vladimir Kozlov. Tonga Loa beat the bear? That makes sense. That's a big dude.
Coming out to the second Canadian national anthem,
What song is I can't hear it. What song?
Great White North by Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Oh god.
The first Canadian national anthem, obviously, being Run With Us from the Raccoons.
Oh no. The first Canadian national anthem is the good old hockey game.
Oh, that's true. That's a good show.
Good old hockey game. That's it. That's the shit there.
Also, thank you, BJ Tiz and Pizza, for the follow.
Butcher is beating the shit out. Okay, I spoke too soon. I was like, Butcher's beating the shit out of this bear.
Why does the referee look like the SVU lady? That's Sofia Vergara.
And even if it was the lady from SVU, equally as good.
Yeah. Plus, apropos,
'Cause
given we've got a
may
fight between a man and a bear.
We may tonight see something especially heinous. This grizzly bear is a technical wizard going for backslides. Look at that.
I mean, I think that backslide's actually just one of the default reversals, but still.
Probably, yeah. Oh, jeez. A grizzly bear military pressing you is not something you want. If the bear hits his finish, it's over. So I don't want the bear to hit his finish. I want Butcher to win this.
The Wall beat the bear.
The Wall?
Yeah, WCW legend, The Wall.
Oh my god. I mean, it's no Yeti, but come on. It's impressive.
Weirdly, The Wall seems to be really good at MMA fights in this.
I want Butcher to win and then do the little, the Butcher stalk where he goes on the knees. Does the little shoots. I want to just do that around the bear's corpse.
I don't know if anyone's made that in the game. I hope they have.
That should be his taunt. I like this look better. I know some people like the sort of Hulk Hogan haircut, but I like Monopoly Man Butcher the best.
I miss the mask that the Blade used to wear. The Nightbreed one?
Yeah, that leather one. The Coraline looking one with the buttons. Yeah,
also
I
taken
like
from a Canadian movie.
Is Coraline Canadian?
No, it's from Nightbreed.
Oh, okay. For a second there I was like, is it Coraline or the Collector? Because it really does look like the mask from the Collector.
No, it's from a movie called Nightbreed, which is like based in Calgary.
Nightbreed? I've never heard of it. I gotta look it up.
It's based on a Clive Barker book.
Oh, that's why it's a 1990 film. Yeah, I was not even a concept at that point. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that is where that mask is from. That's wicked.
Yeah, it's actually a really good movie as well.
I dig that. Come on, Butcher. Oh, Jesus. It's a bear that plays hockey. You gotta beat him. Do it for the Sabres. Any thoughts on Bray Wyatt? My thoughts on Bray Wyatt is that Bray Wyatt is one of the most talented character performers in the history of wrestling that can make you suspend disbelief. I was like blessed to be there in person for the debut of The Fiend, and I loved every second of it.
Oh, was that when he came out with that insane theme?
Yeah, it was the debut of that theme at SummerSlam 2019. Yeah,
With the mask with the Bray Wyatt, the lamp, Bray Wyatt head
yeah,
lamp
that
and
was
stuff.
his old head. Yeah, so cool. I love that. Yeah, Butcher, you can powerbomb a bear, especially if the bear is humanoid. And in a MVP style singlet, by the looks of things.
It's actually supposed to be Oilers outfit.
Oh, okay, I see.
There is all attires, like the Canada Strip and the LA Kings and the New York Rangers as well.
Oh, he hit him with the Hanma. Oh, no! Come on, get up, Butcher. No! Butcher! No!
The murder round strikes again.
God damn it, Bear. Oh, not everybody can beat a bear.
On that note, since you've not seen the other setup, would you like
88% ain't bad, though. 88% ain't bad. Lasted 2.5 rounds of the bear.
would you like a bear death match?
Between two bears or between someone else and a bear?
Either or.
Okay, I will take. Let me think here. Who do we got? Who do we want to put? You know what? I'm going to give him a shot to redeem himself.
Okay. So a rematch.
So, give me the no, not in that sense. Give me the panda. Versus Deathmatch legend Matt Cardona.
Oh. Now, will he be under free agents or Impact? That's a good question. Let's
I
find
did
out.
bet on the bear, to be fair, so I got my hot dog handshakes. Always bet against what you want. That way, if you win, like if the person you want to win, oh my god, you have his deathmatch attire. I love it. If the person you want to win wins, then you get to see the person that you want to win. But if they lose, then at least you make some money. Always bet against the person you want to win.
You would be surprised how many of the chat go with that same logic.
Yeah. It's flawless. Always ready, Matt Cardona. Hopefully, they bring a tarp or something for the hotel room after this match. They don't bleed all over the goddamn sheets. Is this an exploding barbed wire death match or just a regular death match?
Exploding barbed wire.
Oh god.
And also, there is a timer at which point the ring will blow up.
Wicked. I want the Panda's fur to catch fire. That's my hope for this match.
So here we go. Matt Cardona versus a panda.
Versus one panda.
Oh, and still the rules are for Fool's Ring.
Off the bat. Jesus. Matt Cardona hits a body slam. Panda says, fuck out of here with that bullshit, brother. I thought he was gonna pull. Oh my god, a fork!
Well, it's a panda, so technically it's an extra sharp claw.
I thought. Oh my god, in the balls with the fork. I honestly thought that the panda was gonna Ridge Holland Matt Cardona and hit him with like the scoop slam into the exploding barbed wire.
Oh,
That'd be crazy. I was gonna say, is this ring blood soaked or is it like just board exposed?
it's supposed to be blood soaked.
It's blood soaked.
Yeah.
God damn.
And also cardboard.
Cardboard, nice. It kind of looks like it, yeah.
It was a ring I made for a Extreme Rules style show.
Yeah.
And it's basically I was trying to make it just look like cheaply made, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like something that had just been thrown together for whatever was going to happen.
Lead him into the ropes. Who's this referee?
That is just like a general deathmatch referee that I made.
He looks like discount Danny Trejo. I love Ridge Holland. Ridge Holland's huge.
He's the NXT guy that used to play rugby, right?
Yes, yes. Biggest failure that ever happened to the WWE was that jacked that jacked goalie that they had.
Oh yeah,
They
Tim
couldn't
Weiser.
get him. Huh?
Was it Tim Weiser?
I think so. They couldn't get him halfway good enough to put on TV. Like, that dude was huge. Oh no! Hit him with the Zangief driver. I gotta ask. Yes, finally, the first exploding bit. I gotta ask though, when does the ring explode?
10 minutes.
Oh god. I have a feeling.
This is the last time
it.
when we had Razor Wing on. Razor Wing for a death match with the bear
Fireball!
picked Erica Lee, who got pinned like about 10 seconds before the explosion was due to happen.
I'm just shocked this panda just hit Matt Cardona with the fucking Hulk Loki spot. Just slamming him all over the place. Jesus! The panda's taking the brunt of the exploding barbed wire right now. And I'm okay with that.
I mean,
Matt Cardona's busted open. This panda has not even been bruised.
of the four bears, basically any time someone made a crazy move with a Movescraft thing, I gave it to the panda.
I mean, yeah, that's worth it. Oh, finally Matt Cardona taking it. He's got a massive gash on his chest. That's gonna stain some sheets. God damn it. Is he just biting him?
Kissing him.
Oh, well, that's a lot more wholesome. We got 30 seconds left, Cardona. Hit the Rough Rider. Get us out of here. Here comes the countdown. Oh, there it is. There it is. But the panda's up.
And Cardona is not.
He's dead. Matt Cardona did the die move. The panda remains undefeated. God damn. Look at him, too. He looks so accurate and so dead.
I mean, ring blows up, that'll happen. 90% as
Yo,
well.
whoever voted on Matt Cardona, fool to think he could beat a bear.
And with that, I think we'll wrap it there. I would like to thank Sway Archer very much for joining us for this.
That was incredibly fun.
Thank you. Where can people find you on the internet?
I am on everything at Sway Archer. That's Twitter, Facebook, although I don't use Facebook much. Instagram, obviously, I use a decent amount. I have a Patreon where I put up behind the scenes stuff of the gear that I make. In addition to other things, depending on the tier, I also have a highest tier where you can get a Christmas care package from me every year. So that is patreon.com/swayarcher. And then every other link you could ever need will be on my Twitter. There's also my gear Instagram where I post pictures of stuff that is completed if you want to see them after they've already debuted. And that is Archer Wrestling Apparel on Instagram. All one word. And that's about it. Yeah. Twitter, Instagram, Patreon. These are the main platforms you would find me on.
Also, if you have a quick look at the actual Twitch screen, you'll see that graphic I was talking about.
Yeah, that Sofia Vergara graphic. I dig it.
With that, I'm going to finish up for tonight. I might come on later and do a few more of the Summit matches since we've got so many to get through. Without commentary, of course, because I don't want to wake Joanna up. And I will be back tomorrow with the weekly Phasmophobia stream. Slight lineup change this week, so it'll be myself, Courtney Rush, and Raibuka is not well, so we will be joined by Swedish Ace, who we're actually going to raid now, and Maya, Porcelain Pumpkin, who's making her return to Twitch after a wee bit of time off. Lovely
Awesome.
people all come in and hang out with us and laugh as they get scared of ghosts and I probably get them killed. I don't know if you've ever seen Phasmophobia.
I've played Phasmophobia, yes.
So like my tactic is shout abuse at the ghost.
That is a tried and true tactic. That's the tactic I use when I play Mordhau.
It is very often results in me surviving and my teammates not so much.
The ghosts are kind of like AJ Gray. You kind of got to give him some bullshit back, and he might respect you.
True. And yeah. So yeah, that'll be what we're doing tomorrow. That'll be same time as this, 8 PM UK, 3 PM Eastern. So come and hang out for that because it's always a good laugh. And usually we play that for like a couple of hours and then just unwind with usually like Jackbox or something like that. Which always a lot of fun. But
Yeah.
that'll wrap it for this stream. We're going to raid Swedish Ace. Go and tell him hello. Tell him that the panda murdered Matt Cardona. And I'll catch you all later. Bye, everyone.
Thanks for watching.